Hi, my name is Troublmaker. I'm playing Tryst, this brand new RTS game, and so the multiplayer community is pretty much non-existent. These are the only 3 games that have been available for quite a while, and none of them are joinable. So multiplayer is out. It leaves us with campaign, of which there are only 5 missions. So I'll start with the mission number 1 called Meeting Adjourned. And this game is pretty styled after Company of Heroes and Warhammer 40k. In that you have squadrons, you have command points to capture, and there is cover. And so yeah, this game is also an indie game, and I was very heavily against getting it. I'm very addicted to trying new RTS games, and so
This is Petrovich.
I was really
What should we do?
not wanting to get this.
Sir?
Contact HQ and get the pilot to see if we can repair the plane's radio.
The radio was fried in the attack, and the pilot's dead.
Dead?
Sir, what are your orders?
Form on me. We need to move ahead and find some friendlies ASAP.
Anyone got my
So
6?
yeah, this game
Understood.
is kind of built on a problematic model, and that's that it was built as a multiplayer game.
Understood.
So they decided not to have
What in the name of...
too much of a campaign. Because of that,
What were those things?
Zali infantry unit, Captain.
it just doesn't have much of a campaign to it. And a lot of games launch like this.
Okay.
Wargame European Escalation, which I covered in great detail, had a fairly lengthy campaign.
Oscar Mike.
Not too much variety, and it was...
Anyone got
attempted
my
at pure
6?
multiplayer.
Need our help. Hurry.
Mid.
Doesn't look too bad. My medbot will patch you up. No need to
Yeah.
worry, soldier.
So
That game
that's
never
what
goes
he's
on.
good for. Sir, I've got 2 units radioing in for assistance.
Then there was...
There's a MASH east of our position. It'd be a primary target for the Zali. Special Ops unit is holed out north of our position. They're under heavy fire.
Gettysburg Armored Warfare, which is
Don't
like
have time
a,
to save both. You need to make an executive decision.
weird
I won't give up.
combination of steampunk and, Civil War.
We're going to need medics if we want to see this day through.
Sir,
Next thing they'll take care of themselves. Yeah, it didn't work out all that hot.
Can you give me a sit rep?
we tried to keep them away from our patients, but they breached our line and burnt them alive.
It's been a bad day for everyone, Doc. We're going to need your help to see this one through. Is there anything else?
There's a safe zone north of our location. We can't let them burn it down. We'd lose all our test subjects.
You heard the doctor. Let's move out.
Anyone got my 6?
Got achievement.
If you insist.
Oscar Mike.
But yeah, that's 2 games released this year that were based
Stay
on
alert.
multiplayer, and they just fizzled out very quickly.
Are there any bodies out there?
All because they made no real attempt to make a campaign, and so...
I need more data.
Big Game Interactive, I think that's what they're called. Can't remember the name of their other company, but they're an East Indian
Are there any
company
bodies out there?
based in Hyderabad, and they're one with the same basic failed model that we see in a lot of people. So I guess the next is the default evil. So that's
Anyone got my 6?
So, about this
Understood.
game, it's pretty heavy micro-based. There's no real...
We need to head them off
resources
before they
together, anything
overrun
like
the
that.
safe zone. If
It
you
makes
insist.
it easier for casual players, but not so hot for
Oscar
non-casual
Mike.
players. So, when you hold your right
Stay
click,
alert.
you can get an arrow, and that shows your about facing. And... You also have
Orders.
attacks. You see everyone's got shields, that means they're covered, which means they take less damages.
I think I lost a nanobot. If you insist.
Yeah.
Open the gates and let them in before more of those things show up.
Close
This
the
is
damn gate. They're
insanely
about to
scripted.
breach the safe zone.
The controls aren't working anymore.
Firing at will.
We got this. We got this.
Orders.
And so with all these medics, it's actually not even pointing to the micro. I just think the heat sucks up.
Oscar Mike.
And microing simply means moving units backwards. This will be a very, very short series. I can show you. There's only There's only 5 missions.
If you insist.
Doable in a day or 2. For now, we'll just go through this mission.
Good grief.
Here comes some more scripting.
Why aren't your sentinel turrets working?
They've taken over the power generator and disabled everything. It's like they knew where to hit us.
Can we make contact with the Tashkent base?
Negative, Captain. The Zali have shut the comms array down. We cannot call for reinforcements without it, and I can't secure that location myself. I need your help, sir.
Sir, the Zali are prepping to incinerate the generator. If they succeed, Tashkent base could easily be overrun. We can't take both objectives and get to Tashkent base in time. I hope you make the right call, sir.
I'm listening.
If you insist.
And we're gonna go for this one over here.
Understood.
My first playthrough, I did the other one, so I'll do this one. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm not too excited about this game. It's only got 5 missions, and there's really
I think
no
I lost a
multiplayer.
nanobot.
Give me a project.
So, yeah.
We're going to secure the power generator.
It's also got
Got
other
it.
big problems, like it looks really crappy, and
Who needs to walk softly?
there's nothing really.
We are under attack.
Sir,
When an indie game does really good, it does
Who
really
needs to
good
walk
because it's
softly?
a game changer. It's doing something that nobody else is doing.
sir,
But this one doesn't do anything.
anyone got my
It's
6?
pretty much just a clone of Company Heroes Warhammer 40k, except
I think I lost a nanobot.
without the multiplayer environment that they sponsored, and in fact, Warhammer 40k had what, like 6 expansions, all just campaign based. All and they packed so much content into all of it. Right click on this for now. Let's see what happens.
Sir,
Capture.
energy has been resupplied to all our defensive structures. Our turrets are back online.
That is very good, Senor Comrade. Pack of people.
Understood.
I just did it. An achievement. Yeah.
I hope you have a plan.
Alright, so all that's left is to reach the Tashkent base. And,
Anyone got my
yeah,
6?
I read a forum post saying that the short campaign explains the
Got it.
storyline stuff, but it's a fundamental flaw that a lot of game developers make.
Oscar Mike.
They think they're just making a game, so they don't have to make a story. But a game should stand as a single-player game. Whereas
Orders.
oh shit.
Firing at will.
I hope you have a plan.
Oscar Mike.
What are these things?
Right.
But yeah, not only should it have like
Anyone got
campaign
my
missions,
6?
it should have multiple.
If
Should
you
have one
insist.
for both races. Maybe even sub-factions. And too many games are coming out. This kind of mentality where it's just like we don't have to try. Steam will save us. And this is, a lot of them think this, you know. Let's put my game on Steam and I'll be fine.
Oscar Mike.
It's just not how these kind of models really work out.
Understood.
So instead of getting extra units, which is what we would get gotten from here, we got turrets.
Who needs to walk softly? Oscar Mike.
Alright, turrets away.
I think I lost a Quick, nanobot. form a defense. The Zali have yet to hit us with their worst.
Yes, sir.
We need to buy enough time for the generals to get to safety.
I think the specialists have a higher range, making them better at a defensive position. And the medics have the ability to heal.
Firing at will.
Trying to kill these guys. They have like an AoE splash. You this.
Sir,
And that defenses.
firing
One
at
more
will.
Sort of transport unit
I
as
think
well.
that's the last of them, Captain Petrovich.
Let's not tempt fate. Soldiers, form a perimeter at the entrance and keep your eyes open. We need to escort the High Command to safety.
Thank you,
There's a
Version.
Zali airship squadron heading to Tashkent. You'll need to get out of there now.
but my father's in there.
Quick, don't show emotions at all.